Alright, 3 budget SMGs today, 1 for each stage of the game. They're all suppressed because suppressors are best at reducing recoil and most importantly hiding muzzle flash for these high RPM guns. The first one we're going over is the Keter. It can be had at Prapor level 2 for 36k rubles. There are no mods for it, but that's fine, the gun is good out of the box. But the iron sights might take a bit to get used to. Notice how the sight picture is a little obstructed at longer ranges? But decent optics are worth almost as much as the gun, so no complaints there. The armor pen on its ammo is abysmal, so we picked the one with the highest flesh damage. With level 1 and 2 traders, that would be the PSB. It takes around 7 shots for leg minute, which at 900 RPM is definitely doable if you're rat-attacking people. But I personally prefer to just rail them in the eyes. The reason why SMGs are so good is because of low recoil, high RPM, easy headshots anyway. See that? That's pure luck because the Keter has no laser. And this is what we're fixing in the next build. The MP5 SD can be had from Peacekeeper level 2 after completing scrap metal for 500 USD. This quest is after flash drives and 6k USD, so even though Peacekeeper level 2 unlocks at level 14 for players with EOD, you're probably going to be around level 20 or higher before you unlock the gun. Alternatively, you could buy parts separately to build, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. I only show build costs with the mounts, so be sure to factor in your favorite budget lasers and optics. Here are some I like to use. If it seems too expensive, the irons are pretty clean, so you could save some money by running no optic, but a laser is mandatory. A lot of 9x19 rounds are great but unobtainable, so the only 2 relevant rounds for us is PST GZH and Quakemaker. Quakemaker if you enjoy rat-attacking people's toes, and PST for head-eyes gameplay. Normally I would say pick the one that has higher flesh damage, but the increased muzzle velocity for PST actually helps for fights over 30 meters. The last bot isn't going to the UMP or Vector 45. People keep telling me the UMP is good for headshots or Vector shreds armor super fast, but neither weapon is good enough for these things. The UMP can't be considered a headshot gun with only 600 RPM. The best headshot weapons are high RPM guns. With higher RPM you have more chances to rail their head within the same time frame. This is why people choose HK over M4. The Vector has super low vertical recoil and high RPM, but vertical recoil can be controlled. What can't be controlled is its insane horizontal recoil. When shot on full auto, the gun bounces left and right. I don't consider this to be reliable when compared to the MP7. Build a simple, buy the cheaper one, the black one. A 2 recoil grip isn't going to help you much anyway. Take off the rear sight and use the front sight as an optic. Slap on your favorite laser. The suppressor is 90k if you don't have Mech 4, but considering how cheap the base gun is and how much the suppressor helps, it's well worth it. You have 2 choices on ammo, Subsonic SX that has minus 22 recoil which puts the vert lower than the Vector, or FMJ SX that has higher pen but almost guarantees penetration through level 4 helmets. Personally, I like FMJ SX for its reliability as it has higher pen and higher muzzle velocity, but I've seen people see success with Subsonic, so I guess if you have troubles controlling recoil, go for Subsonic. The only caveat and the reason why it's at the end are the price of mags if you don't have Mechanic 3. 30 rounders cost an arm and a leg, so I recommend waiting until you're level 30 to run the gun. I hope this video helped. Drop a like if it did. I have a Genius M4 build coming up, so subscribe if you want to see that, and thanks for watching.